This is a model representing the indirect ElISA test, which allows you to test for different antigens and what they correspond to. Each of these half circles represents our antigens, which are taken from the cell of an organism. Each of these silver pipe cleaners represents our primary antibodies, with the pink pipe cleaners representing our secondary antibodies, and the red puffballs representing our enzymes. The double purple puffballs represent our substrate. First, with the ELISA test, you take the antigens and you put them in, and then wash through a bunch of different antibodies, and whichever ones stick are the ones that are going to be made to combat those antigens. And so the rest will be washed away, leading to the next step, in which secondary antibodies will be washed in. These will attack any primary antibodies that they match with, which, if one of the benefits of a indirect ELISA is that it matches to a whole bunch of them. And then you wash away the rest, which takes you to the next step, in which substrates are washed in and will cause a reaction, which gives you your result. These tests are important to note that because you can test for different antigens in them, if you get like a bunch of antibodies sticking to them, you can test for a lot. You can see that there's a lot of those types of antigens. So you could say that like, oh, there's a whole lot of bacteria in their blood, so they're probably really sick.
The reason why the indirect ELISA test is cost-saving and it's flexible, the reason why it's cost-saving is because you can have the same primary antibody and change up the secondary antibody if you want a difference in what it detects, or if you want a color change, like different visualization, you can have the same antibody with a different primary antibody.